morning. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Coach JV, your top health and mindset coach in the world. Man, what you believe in your heart, you think in your mind, will eventually become your words, and you know what I'm about to say, become your reality. Why do I say I'm the top health and mindset coach in the world? Because I am. I believe it in my heart, I think it in my mind, and I verbalize it to you guys every single day. And our podcast keeps growing and growing and growing. And guess what? Last month we just broke record downloads. We are creeping up on 10,000 downloads a month. I don't even know if that's good in the podcast world, but we're pretty damn proud of it. And it put us in the number 6 spot on Spotify when you type in motivation and podcast. So we're very excited about that. But we couldn't have done it without you guys. So I want to say thank you. And I want to encourage you to send this podcast to one person who hasn't heard it yet. You'll help us fulfill our mission of impacting lives every single day. I'm going to get this back on YouTube. So if you're listening on the podcast, go to 3T Fitness on YouTube. I want to give a shout out to our head of production, Kevin Scott, the man. He's been building out our YouTube, making it happen out here. So I want to give him a big shout out. Kevin, anytime. Check him out. Instagram, Facebook. All right, we're ready to rock and roll. So we're going to go right into the podcast today. We're going to start diving really deep into this, maybe for selfish reasons, because I'm actually speaking to a large group coming up here in Arizona in the Love Wave event, where I'll be speaking about loving your mind, which I'm very honored to be picked to go speak about that. I believe I was picked to do this because I know in my heart that I've mastered the power of the mind. I've mastered the power of energy. But I'm going to share with you why I feel apt or feel equipped to say mastered, because if you haven't read the book Outliers, I'd highly recommend it. They say it takes 10,000 hours to reach mastery. I am 12 years into the study and the application of the power of the mind. Now, has the 12 years been easy? Hell no. The first about 11 years has been rough. The last year, I've been through some remarkable breakthrough changes in my life, and here's where the breakthroughs came. There was 2 huge breakthroughs. One was actually 12 years ago, and if you read my book, The You Must Believe Way of Life, if you want a copy of it, very simple, go to www.3tmethod.com. Go down to the mindset section. You can click on the book. You can get a free download. Go to the 6-week challenge section. It is everywhere. I'm giving you free resources. Please use them. Come on. Go on there, plagiarize, take all my stuff. All right, so check this out. 12 years ago, when I was a drug addict, I had lost everything. I had negative money in my account. I couldn't take care of my 3-year-old daughter, and I had to rely on mom and dad at 31 years old for life's basic necessities. I had to do something. That's the first part of my book. I had to, in my own mind, and I didn't realize I was doing this until just recently, I was forgiving myself. I was putting forgiveness out to the world for all the things that happened to me and all the things that had happened, and I thought I was forgiving everybody outside of me. But what I just realized, I did this 12 years ago, what I just realized recently is that I was actually forgiving my higher self. And by forgiving my higher self, I was able to release and open up some subconscious mind space, which allowed me to move forward into the future. Let me say that again. I was able to open up some subconscious mind space to move forward into the future. So here's what I believe. And I would go head-to-head with anybody on this. You can listen to any podcast, any motivational seminar, read any book, and how many of you have done that and you're right back in the same pattern? How many of you have done that and you're right back in the same pattern? Here's why. Here's why. You're not releasing the past. I call it a big-ass polished turd. So imagine, I own this home right now, right? We're actually selling the property. It is a beautiful, beautiful home. If you walked in, they'd be like, dang, Coach JV. Bought it when I was an executive. It is polished turd. So it's a beautiful home. Granite countertops, big backyard, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It is a polished turd. Somebody flipped the house. That thing has given us more problems. We're very grateful to have a roof over our heads for the last 6 years, but it has all these problems. Here's why. Because we put a bunch of polish, we move forward with new granite countertops, new tile, new paint, but we forgot to get rid of all the turd underneath the past. Think about that. So you went to a motivational seminar, you got hyped up, you went home, you were all fired up, your wife was so tired of hearing it from you because you do this all the time, and then guess what? You go back to work, you're fired up for about 2 weeks, and you get a level 3 review and you give up. You know why? Because you haven't fixed the past. That's why you got this picture of this crazy guy smiling on one side, he's looking the other way, he's all distraught on the left side, and the other side he's looking to the future. Excuse me, left and right. Here's what you need to do. You need to learn to create space. You got to spend some time working with your mind synergistically and releasing the negativity because your mind is programmed to work negative. Do you think about this, you're walking down the street and some guy rolls up on you. All of a sudden, do you automatically go, hey, my friend, how you doing? Give him a big old hug when you don't know him? No. You're instinctively designed for protection. Your mind's going to think negative right now. Why is he coming up on me so quick? I need to grab my wallet. Do I have a weapon? Do I need to protect myself? That's how our mind works. So knowing that, you need to synergistically work with your mind to release those negative patterns and behaviors to make room to move forward so it will stick. I call it seed planting. So what we're going to do is we're going to help you remove the seeds of the past. You got to uproot them like a wart. You got to dig in there, get it out, and then you move forward with the positive programming. So if you're in my program or my system, go to www.3tmethod.com. It's free. Join it. You can join the live videos where I'm going to go into the releasing activity at the end of the workout. The lights are going to go out. You can actually walk through this with me. So we're going to keep diving through this, but I just want to give you an aspect. I want to kind of open up Pandora's box of where we're going to go with this. It took me 12 years to figure this out. I did it before, but I had no idea what I was doing. I released things into the past, but I didn't understand why. I didn't realize back then I was making room to move forward. But the last 12 years have not been easy. It's been up, it's been down. But here's what's happened. It's been hills and valleys, and now we just have little tiny blips. Now, I want to leave you with this. You are the most powerful human being I've ever met in my life. Do you believe that? Because I believe in you. But I'll tell you what, I believe in myself a whole lot more than most people believe in themselves. And I love you probably a lot more than you love yourself. So I want to remind you that I love you very, very much. But damn well, you better love me more than you love yourself. Love yourself more than I love you. Have a great day. We'll talk to you on Fired Up Friday.